What's up everybody, it's Kuth here and I have the ASUS TF101. This pad actually is a great competitor to the iPad. I've had it for about 2 months now and I've never had a problem with it at all. I've played music, movies, got my emails running through it, go on Facebook, YouTube, got some games to entertain some of the nieces and nephews. So all around, for the price it is, I think it's gives the Apple products a bit of a kick in the nuts. So we'll just go through some of it. This video, I guess, will just be a quick rundown of how it feels. So if you want a more detailed video, I can go through some of the more complicated apps or just the system itself. So I'll just go through some of the specs. It's got the NVIDIA Tegra 1 GHz dual core, which is good for multitasking. So you can watch your movies and go on the internet, browse, email, Skype, all at the same time, but I guess after a certain amount of time that's going to reduce your performance speed. It's always good to shut down some of the applications when you don't need it, but enough said about that. This one has the Android 3.2 Honeycomb, and I believe there have been a few updates since then, so that may have changed. The battery life has also, I've found, been really decent. Apple products, everyone knows they last a while when you use them. This one as well. I can say I've flown to America and I've basically watched 16 hours worth of movies. Maybe not 16, that's an exaggeration, but it's been up and running for that whole flight. So to start off, obviously you want to know where the power is, and that's on the top left hand corner right there. Below that you've got the volume adjustment. It's got the plus and then the minus. I guess a little thing to note is, because these are so similar in shape and proximity, sometimes you might accidentally hit the power switch when you don't actually want to do it. I've had a couple of times where I just want to maybe change the volume and it's dark inside, so I accidentally clicked the power one instead of the volume. And not to mention, agreed to the warning saying, do you really want to switch it off? On the front, as you can see, there's two little holes. The left one would be the sensor and the right would be the front camera. The front camera is only a 1.2 megapixel camera, so that's not disappointing, but I guess it's decent for what it's worth. So let's go to the back camera, if I don't drop it again. On the back there you've got a 5 megapixel rear camera. That one takes a lot better quality pictures, and I'll actually go through some of those in a moment. On the bottom here you've got the power cable, or the power slot. On the left hand side you've got the micro SD. I've actually got 16 gigabytes, I believe. And then you've got the HDMI cable, if I can get this back in. And then there's the actual headphone jack, which I'm sure you'll all be using a lot. So the back, I actually think, is one of the best features, even though it doesn't do much. The feel, the grip, you can't really scratch it as much, and it does hide scratches if you do have them. So if you can see any dark marks, I think that's obviously just oil or just, general hand sweat. But yeah, the back is a really good thing. The front, I've actually got a cover on it, one of those plastic covers, so it picks up fingerprints a lot easier, but if it scratches I can just take it off and replace it. For the month that I had it off, there weren't many scratches, or it was difficult to get scratches, so yeah, it's been pretty good. I'll look at how it may be when you get it, because I know when I buy things I kind of really want to see for myself, especially when you're buying it online. You might not have that luxury of going to the shop or whatever. But yeah, no, it's really really decently weighted. I'm not too sure how much it weighs. I can try and check that out. But compared to the iPad, I think it's relatively similar. So this is what I've got. I know the background seems a bit messy, but it is Transformers, so that's freaking awesome. I'll go through some basics here just before I let you go. So this would be my main page. Obviously it's going to look different for you, but you got some assortments of widgets and everything. For me, I've got my weather, time, date, emails, although it hasn't synced since I've got home, Facebook, and all the various apps. You've got some cool ones. My Cloud is something that is worth looking at, where you can actually connect to your home PC, control it from anywhere that you have internet access. The camera actually is here, and that's me. And we'll flip it around, and there you go. So let me take a photo here for you. This is going to be the back. Bam. Alright, let's take a photo from here. And let's do the video as well while we're at it. So this part is going to be video from the ASUS pad. So this is actually the video of the ASUS pad going now. As you can see, I'm not using that camera there. You can see there the quality, and yeah. So I guess that's some of the more important things you might want to look at. I can go into detail for some of these if you'd like. Leave a comment, like it, whatever you want to do. But that's just the general feel of this. I like it. For what it's worth, I bought it for $300. You probably get it for around that or even cheaper. But compared to the iPad, I really think it does the job. The only thing missing, obviously, would be the 3G. But that's okay because you can basically pick up wireless anywhere. But yeah, so that's the TF101. Thanks very much.